0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of doing that, we should remember that under complementary angle, we said something that sine theta equals to cos 90 minus theta. That means if I put 0 here for my theta, that means it will be equivalent to cos 90 minus 0. And 90 minus 0 is 90. So what I'm saying here is that sine 0 equals to cos 90. And I can now use that one to answer this my question. Since sine 0 equals to 0, and we said from here that sine 0 equals to cos 90, that means whatever I'm having for sine 0 here will be what I will be having for cos 90 here. Since sine 0 here is 0, that means cos 90 is 0. Just like that. Then the next one, using this same complementary formula to answer the second one, if I take 30 for my sine, that will be sine 30 will be cos 90 minus 30, which will give me 60. Now from here, sine 30 is 1 over 2. That means cos 60 will also be 1 over 2. The next one is taking 45. That will be sine 45 equals to cos 90 minus 45, which will also be 45. That means sine 45 and cos 45 will be the same thing, which is 2 over 2. And then the next one is sine 60 will be the same thing as cos 30. In that case, sine 60 was 3 over 2. That means cos 30 is 3 over 2. And then when I come here, which is 0, sine 90 will be the same thing as cos 0. And that will be 1. Now, in that case, that means cos 0 is 1, sine cos 30 is 3 over 2, cos 45 is 2 over 2. The next one is the tangent of angle. Remember that when we were saying that tan theta equals to opposite over adjacent, we also conclude that tan theta equals to sine theta over cos theta. So in that case, whatever, if my theta is 0 now, that means tan 0 will be the same thing as sine 0 over cos 0. And putting that here now, will make me to have something meaningful. That means if I'm going for 0 now, tan 0 will be sine 0 over cos 0. Sine 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. That means tan 0 is 0 divided by 1, which will be 0. That's for tan. Then the next one is 30. Tan 30 will be the same thing as sine 30 divided by cos 30. Now, sine 30 divided by cos 30 will give me 1 over root 3, which is the same thing as root 3 over 3. When I divide, then the next one is to find tan 45. Tan 45 now will be the same thing as sine 45 divided by cos 45. Sine 45 is 2 over 2, cos 45 is also 2 over 2. That means tan 45 will be dividing the number by itself will give me 1. Tan 45 will be 1. Then moving on to tan 60. Tan 60 will be sine 60 divided by cos 60. Sine 60 is 3 over 2. Cos 60 is 1 over 2. Dividing them will give me root 3 over 1, which is root 3. And then the last one, which is tan 90. Tan 90 will be cos sine 90 divided by cos 90. Sine 90 is 1, and then cos 90 is 0. And remember that we said, and the fraction is undefined when the denominator is 0. Now, in this case, if I'm to use the formula we are using that sine over cos, that will be 1